Welcome to Create Income with or without a job. I'm Jamila Harris, your Create Income coach, author of Create Income with or without a job. And also, I'm really delighted to share on this YouTube channel instructional videos, which are designed to help you walk step by step through how to create income for yourself. Be sure to visit our website, download our audiobooks, which are immediate audio downloads, and share this YouTube channel. Today, we continue our series, How to Become a Money Magnet. A money magnet is a person who attracts money to oneself rather than pursues and chases money in a scarcity or lack mentality or mindset. Be sure to review parts 1 and 2 of this series because they are foundational steps that you will want to take to build on becoming a money magnet. In this part 3, let's begin and discover what other steps are needed to become a money magnet. This is a very in-depth formula, which again, over time, literally decades of time, after having lost my full-time job and never basically being rehired, it was very similar to current times when there simply were no jobs to replace the jobs that one had lost. And over the decades, I have learned some things about money. And money actually attracts money. And there are laws that govern the ebb and flow of money. And a person's mindset is very important. Having multiple streams of income is very important. But there are actual laws that govern how money flows to and from us. This formula is a result of life experience. It's also a formula that many others utilize. And this formula for sustaining long-term sustainable income involves 5 major components. The first component is actually your mindset about this. Some of us have a cause and effect mindset. Some of us have a spiritual-based mindset, a faith-based mindset. So whether you believe in cause and effect or you have a faith-based mindset, your mindset is number 1. Money comes to people who have a certain belief, feeling, knowledge that within themselves that money is to come to them. Our expectation, our mental expectation actually affects our ability to become a money magnet, to attract money into our lives. So the unspoken part of this Create Income formula is one's mindset. Do you expect to have more than enough money in your life? Do you expect to create income in your life without a job? Do you expect to have opportunities and to see other sources of income other than jobs? So your mindset is very important. Once one has a money magnet mindset and believes and feels that money will come to them, they have the expectation each and every day that money will come to them. These 4 other laws that govern how money flows to and from us are very important. The first word you see on this slide is tithe, T-I-T-H-E. Tithe is a word that actually means 10th, 1/10. For those of us who are faith-based, we're probably more familiar with that word. A Hebrew word originally, tithe, T-I-T-H-E, means 1/10, 1/10 of one's income. So basically there is a law that operates when I receive income. If I set aside a portion of that income to share with others, then that actually creates a a part of a magnet and attraction of more money to me. Those who hold on to every single dime that they receive, every dollar they receive, as if it's the last dollar they will ever receive, have what? Closed fists. How can more money, new opportunities come into closed fists? Money must flow. It must flow to us and it must flow from us. And tithing or sharing, giving 1/10 of one's income, gross income, to others creates a flow and makes us magnetic for money to flow to us. Let's continue with the other parts of this formula. We're all taught to save for a rainy day. Saving is important. In these current times, many people who, no matter how much you've saved, money is an issue. And savings doesn't last forever. Savings can help us to bridge difficult times, unexpected times. So saving is an honorable enterprise. It's actually an enterprise that many of us don't do very well with. So saving 10% of all of our gross income, and saving in ways that sometimes you can divide your savings. There's emergency savings. That's something that should be readily available to you in the event of a current emergency for you or your family. But there's also savings that you don't want to have easy and ready access to. So saving 10% of one's income, meaning every time you get a paycheck, every time you get a consultant contract payment, every time you receive rent from your passive income rentals, every time you receive a residual check, just save 10% of any and all income that comes to you. These are laws that help us become money magnets, that help us attract money to us. When a person has savings, they also do not have a spirit or a mindset of lack or scarcity. It makes a tremendous difference in how you attract money. And let's talk about this next step, lesson number 3. Keep money. Keep 5 to 10% of your income. Now, this is a concept that I really have learned to embrace. You know, the wealthiest families, we all know some of those family names that for generation after generation have had and maintained wealth. One of the, I guess, the words that we generally never hear is learn to keep money. And that's what those wealthy families do. No matter how much money you earn or receive, if you learn to keep a percentage, 5% to 10%, literally all the money that comes into you, if you keep it, it's not for savings, it's not to give, it's not for bills, it's not for any other purpose except to keep that 5 to 10%. Create your own family wealth base by keeping money. Teach your children to keep money. And this is obviously money that should not be easily accessible. When a keep account reaches certain amounts, then you have to become more sophisticated. You have to get financial advisors and tax advisors to actually share with you, how to keep your money, because once you're keeping money, now money becomes a money magnet. So your money can increase, grow, and make money. And you want to know how to properly do that. So it's very good to get professional advice on that. But the concept of not only giving 10%, saving 10%, but learning to keep 5 to 10% of our income, it's life-changing. And so in becoming a money magnet, let's look at this last step. Learn to live on 70% of our income. Learn to live on 70% of our income. So we develop a mindset of a person who expects money to come into our lives. We expect opportunities to make money, regardless of what the general society, what's going on in society out there. Our expectation is that we will attract money into our lives. If we keep our hands open and share 10% of our gross income with others, then that leaves our hands open and not closed. So with the laws that govern money, we are able to share money, and that allows us to attract money. And then we also learn to save. Of course, we know we should, but we want to start to actually save 10% of our income. We've just discussed keeping 5 to 10% of our income, and then learning to live on the 70% that remains. Rather than being so consumer oriented, rather than running out to buy the latest innovation of each and everything that comes out, we learn to live on the 70% of our income. And this formula is guaranteed to give you long-term sustainable income and ways to support yourself and your family. So when times get tough, as they are now, you will not be desperate, you will not be without, you will not lack. You and your family will be well cared for, following the Create Income formula for long-term sustainable income. I'm Jamila Harris, your Create Income coach. Visit our website, createincomewithoutajob.com. Purchase our audiobooks, automatic downloads for you, and stay tuned to this channel, subscribe, and share these instructional videos, which help you and others to create income for yourself with or without a job.